Hi guys, Ihilani here. I decided that I wanted to do a video on the stereotypes of pregnancy and what I experienced to be true for myself, and what wasn't true. Because a lot of times what we think is going to happen when we first find out we're pregnant is not what happens. So I thought for those of you who are maybe in your first trimester, you just found out, you're really excited and you're like watching all the YouTube videos you can, might be good to give you a little heads up on what you may or may not expect. Now, of course, everyone's different, so this is what I found to be true for me, and it may not necessarily be true for you. If you're wondering where I am right now, I'm actually in the kitchen. And I have the camera in my kitchen cabinet, so I can cook and talk to you at the same time, because my husband's coming home for lunch soon, and I need to have lunch ready for him. So, it looks like I'm doing other things. This is why. It's because I am. In my first trimester, when I first found out I was pregnant, I totally thought I was going to be sick all the time. I thought morning sickness was going to be really, really bad for me, because I have these memories of my mom having morning sickness, and so I thought, oh geez, here it comes. It wasn't the case for me. Morning sickness does not necessarily mean that you're going to be hunched over the toilet all day. I threw up 3 times. The first time is because I was actually sick. I had, like, the nausea that I was expecting. And the other 2 times, it was actually because I didn't take my prenatal pills with any food. When you start taking your prenatals, make sure that you take it with something. Make sure that it's like after dinner or after breakfast or whenever you decide to take it, because they don't tend to agree with your stomach, so you may just throw it back up. Okay. So that was my big misconception about the first trimester. Some of you may be sick your entire pregnancy, and if you are, my heart goes out to you, because it wasn't the case for me. Second stereotype that I had subscribed to, that I thought was going to happen, was I was going to start growing really fast. I was going to gain a lot of weight and I wouldn't be able to get it off again. Well, all I have to do is look at my mom to know that that's not true. She was even smaller than me when she got married. And when she was pregnant, she stayed small. She never gained weight in her face or, well, any other part of her body for that matter, from what I remember. The first night the night after I found out I was pregnant, I cried. Not because I didn't want the baby, but because I totally thought that I would be sacrificing my body, that it would never ever be the same again. I just thought the world was over and that I would just never ever be back to normal. But it's completely not the case. The only thing that's really grown on my body so far, and of course I will be 33 weeks tomorrow, so I still have, another 7 weeks before I am supposed to be giving birth. So anything could happen. But anyways, yeah, I thought I was gonna blow up, be really super, super huge. I thought I would have a ton of stretch marks, and so far none of that has happened. Grown in my belly. My butt's gotten a little bigger, my thighs have gotten a little bit bigger, but my maternity jeans are kind of baggy, and so it hides that anyway. And everyone that I talk to says I look exactly the same. I look the same from the back, although I notice that I do have kind of a little bit of a love handle developing on both sides, but it's not bad at all. I thought that I would grow really fast. So let's see, I got pregnant in July, probably towards the end of July, and in November I was telling people, oh yeah, I'm going to start growing. Well, actually, September I was telling people I'm going to start growing, and then October I'm going to start growing, and then November I'm going to start growing, and I wasn't growing at all. And I was getting kind of worried, and you know, I had a little bit of a pouch, but really nothing to, nothing to show for all of the, the 4 months that I'd already been pregnant. It's really, really merciful that your body doesn't get super, super huge, or your belly doesn't get super, super huge until your 3rd trimester. Because can you imagine carrying around a huge belly for like 6 months? It's impossible. I think I would die. But, for me, I've only been really uncomfortable maybe for the last few weeks. And, before that, things were pretty easy and manageable. I've really only grown a whole lot since Christmas, so, and even then, like, when I look back at pictures of myself or my videos around Christmas and New Year's, I still wasn't that big at all. And people say I'm small even now, and I'm big for me. That's the thing that I think that that will help us as pregnant women, is that, we expect our bodies to do certain things because it's what other people's bodies are doing. And, a lot of moms have come up to me and have told me, oh, you're so small, and, I kind of had it in my mind that, yeah, I was going to get really big. The longer I've been pregnant, the more I've realized this is my body, and this is how my body has always behaved. I've always had a hard time gaining weight. I've always been small, so to think that just because I'm pregnant, I'm going to get huge doesn't necessarily make any sense. My baby is going to grow to be a size that my body can handle. And so far that's been true. I'm not going to grow a disproportionately huge child. I thought that pains and discomfort wouldn't exist. When you think about having a baby, you think about being in labor, and you think about pushing the baby out. But no one really told me all the different kinds of things that can happen to your body in the 3rd trimester. It's been pretty uncomfortable for me, and I would say that this is the most difficult trimester for me because of my size, because of my belly. Again, it's not a huge belly, but proportionate to me, it is. And so it is taking a toll on my back and my legs, and round ligament pains are not fun, and the heartburn isn't fun, and all of these things that I didn't realize would be uncomfortable, they really are. I think that's about it for now. I'm kind of thinking of these things off the top of my head, so if I think of anything else, maybe I'll do a part 2. Those are pretty much the main things that I thought I would be experiencing in pregnancy, or that I thought would be true for me in pregnancy, but I learned differently. If you have any questions about maybe something that I forgot about, maybe you want me to let you know if I've had a symptom that you're experiencing or whatnot, just go ahead and send me a message or leave me a comment, and I'll let you know. Have a great day. Bye.